Hey, what's up, guys? Hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. Have a cool video to share with you guys that was sent in by Tina of a large craft that flew over their vehicle as they were driving down the highway, and it didn't look or behave like a typical airplane. Coming over here to the homepage of the website, today's feature photo was sent in by Brittany Stover out of Ohio, and that's the sun getting ready to set, visible from Ohio behind the wildfire smoke that's made its way all the way out to the East Coast into the Atlantic Ocean. And I'm going to show you guys in this video just how far this wildfire smoke has traveled from Canada. It's pretty incredible. But first, a quick look at the GOES X-ray flux over here at the Space Weather Prediction Center, and you can see the M flares continue. And as you can see on this graph, there's one occurring right now as I do this video. That's one of about 8 that we've seen here in the last 24 to 36 hours. And you can see this energy. It shows up in the ionosphere of planet Earth. This is the D region, and you're looking at the daylight side of the Earth. Another strong reaction right there in the ionosphere, and that's from this ongoing solar flare that's underway right now as I do this video. And more than likely, this increase in Earth-directed solar activity has created an increase in earthquake activity. We saw the large 7.7 yesterday evening that created a tsunami. Look for more possible earthquakes in the coming days as the Earth-facing side of the sun is really loaded with sunspots in active regions. This video was taken this morning by Scott out of Shelton, Connecticut, and you can see this large sunspot right here that's turning towards the Earth in the southeastern quadrant of the sun. There's a new active region coming around the northeastern limb of the sun, turning towards the Earth right now as I do this video. It looks like, though, the hot spot right now is up here in the northeastern quadrant. Here's a video from a spacecraft that monitors the sun. This is the SDO, the Solar Dynamics Observatory. Check out the northeastern quadrant up here. There's going to be a large solar flare right before the large 7.7 magnitude earthquake. Check this out right up here in the upper left-hand portion of the video. Did you see that right there? That was just a couple of hours before the 7.7 quake. See that energy? That was Earth-directed. So I think that's what's caused the uptick in earthquake activity that we're seeing right now, and there could be more to come. Hopping over to the Yellowstone supervolcano caldera, looking at the seismographs that monitor the mighty supervolcano. A little bit of earthquake activity up here in the northwestern quadrant. You can see those red vertical lines again at Hebgen Lake, and that's the location of the largest earthquake ever recorded at Yellowstone, a 7.2 magnitude earthquake back in 1959. Seeing a little bit of magma intrusion around the caldera, but nothing major going on at the time being. Checking in on Lake Mead. Look at this, a new high. This is the highest it's been now in over a year, 1,051.94, and that's elevation above sea level. The water level has consistently gone up now for almost a month straight. The outflow is much larger than the inflow, and it's the same situation up at Lake Powell. They both sit on the Colorado River, and they are being fed by rivers that are running at 180% of the May 19th average, and that is a lot, and that's why the reservoirs are filling up, the outflow being 17.9 compared to an inflow of 65.5, so that gives the water content a chance to increase, and it definitely has. You can see in the last 4 days, it's gone up nearly 5 feet, so good news at Lake Mead and Lake Powell. Coming over here to Zoom.Earth, I've received some more photos and videos I want to share with you guys of folks that are in the path of this wildfire smoke, and I noticed something today that I hadn't seen until today. I knew the smoke was traveling off the east coast of the United States, but I didn't realize it was going almost to the west coast of Africa. This is a satellite view from the 17th. We're going to step this forward and notice this dark patch out here in the North Atlantic. This is on the 17th. We're going to step it forward to the 18th. You can see it's moved from the west to the east. Step it forward to today, and it's right off the coast of northern Africa. See that big cloud? I thought that was Sahara sand at first, and when you step it back a day at a time, you can see it's coming from the west, so that tells us that's wildfire smoke from Canada that's traveled just over, check it out, just over 5,000 miles, and it's not done yet. It's caught up in the jet stream, so this could very easily make its way all the way around the world as long as the wildfires continue at the rate that they are. I have new video footage and photos sent in from a couple of days ago. Brittany Stover out of South Charleston, Ohio. This is the sun as it was setting on the 17th, and this one here looks perfectly normal. We don't see a double sun like we saw a couple of days ago. That looks like a typical sunset, other than the fact that there's no corona, no extreme brightness coming from the direction of the sun. Almost looks like a large version of a Jupiter, a big planet setting off in the distance, but that's the sun behind wildfire smoke. And this next video you're about to see is also out of Ohio, Lancaster, Ohio. Video submitted by Crystal Wagner. And notice the difference, and this is just a few miles away, but you can tell the smoke was thicker at the time of these videos in South Charleston than it was over in Lancaster because the sun's a little bit brighter, but you can clearly see the orange sky that represents wildfire smoke. And once again, these photos and videos were sent in out of Lancaster, Ohio. Okay, here we go. I want to take you guys now back to the video that was sent in by Tina, and it's of what I'm calling a strange jet because I don't know what else to call this thing. They were traveling down the highway, and the reason I say they is because I think there were two people in the car. One person was filming, and the other person was driving. This goes back to January 13th of 2021, but it's still relevant because it's of an unusual object in the nighttime sky, and I say unusual because it's not necessarily acting like an airplane, and we're not normally compelled to record airplanes that are in the sky because we see them all the time. There's no blinking lights on this thing. That's what compelled them to take this video in the first place. It wasn't behaving like an airplane. And as they continue to drive, they get closer and closer to this large object in the sky. You don't see any type of wing structure or tail fins, no blinking lights. You don't see any red lights or green lights, just solid white lights moving through the sky above the highway from their location. And I'm waiting to hear back from Tina on the exact location of this video. In this segment, I zoom in. I do some modifications to the lighting. That was about all I could really do because there wasn't a whole lot to work with other than these bright lights that were not blinking in the nighttime sky. Here I convert it light to dark, dark to light. You don't see a body up there. You don't see any type of wings or tail fin or anything like that. It's just some sort of a large, right now it's kind of a mysterious object that was spotted in the sky by Tina as she was driving down the highway and felt compelled to take this video. And once again, people aren't normally inclined to take videos of airplanes in the sky, so I suppose it could have been an airplane, but it wasn't necessarily behaving like an airplane. That's what compelled Tina to take the video in the first place. Thanks for the photos and videos, guys. Keep them coming. If you guys have any photos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports at MrMBB333.com. And if you guys have any videos you'd like to share that are too large to attach to the email, come over here to the homepage of the website, look for this red tab that says Have a Large Video. Simply click on the red tab, drag and drop your video into the red banner. Please include your first name, date, and location, and I'll take it from there. Thanks for watching. Have a super day, and be safe out there.